Here's a brief video of some small harbours on the south coast of Moray Firth. This is Cullen, Drying Harbour, nice golf course, town full of antique shops, chip shops, ice cream shops, viaducts, nice hotel. But tricky to get into. Obviously in low tide you can get the sea breaking quite close to the harbour entrance. You've got that wasting beach. Even so, you can get some swell in the inner harbour, and there's limited room on that very small pontoon, and lots of ropes and tackle off the walls, so careful when tying up. The next harbour here is Portnocky, and the harbour here is facing to the east, so most states you can get in. Again, drying the inner harbour, very small pontoons. And then moving along to Finecty, my favourite harbour. Watch the rocks on the way in, mostly drying again. The harbour wall on the right is a visitor berth. And now off to Spey Bay, the Spey River, exiting to the sea here, the middle of Spey Bay between Lossy and Buckie. Lots of detritus, trees, bushes, logs floating out here. Got to be careful going by in a boat. Lots of sandbars, gravel sandbars here at the entrance. It's a large river coming from the Cairngorm Mountains down from Aviemore. And a little known fact, it was a major shipbuilding centre in the 19th century when oak became scarce down south. Hull Shipwrights and others moved up to the Spey here and licensed taking wood down from the Aviemore forestry area. This is the floodplain at the river mouth, lots of gravel banks. And as we swing around here to the west, there's Kingston, Garmouth and Kingston. And this town, that White House, was really the centre of the shipbuilding industry at the time. And these are big boats, East Indiamen, boats that sailed to China, sailed to Australia, traded up to 400 or 500 tons burthen. In fact, the original drawings are in the National Maritime Museum, has been a fairly rare and unique development, as opposed to the half-cut boat models. And they had everything here. They had rope makers, wire, rope, wood, insurance companies, banking facilities, a whole industry set up to build these trading ships, barks, schooners. And that's the Red House there. So they're big wooden boat yards on both sides, sawmills, etc. The logs were floated down by guys standing on big rafts of logs and taken in through these cuttings here to be built into ships and then eventually floated out. Wouldn't have been easy getting in and out. These sandbanks have always moved and at that time would have been in a different position to what you can see today. This is going east towards Buckie, and so in the distance is the Spey Valley Golf Course, and to the right is the Garmouth and Kingston Golf Course, which is very nice but regularly floods, particularly this time of year, early spring, with the melt water, the snow coming down from the mountains into the sea here. Used to be a good salmon river. The coracles in the olden days would be cross here, laying nets and nets off the beach. That's heavily supervised these days as fewer and fewer salmon. A large part due to the very large seal population. If you go fishing off the coast here, hard to get something to surface without the seals latching on, which is a bit unfortunate, but I guess that population will regulate itself. Sometimes do get killer whales coming into the Moray Firth, and there's a resident population of large bottlenose dolphins that cruise along these shores here and come into very shallow waters. So this is approaching the east side of the Spey River mouth, and a nice cafe shop here, dolphin watching spot. And on the left hand side we're just approaching the old ice stores for the salmon fishing of former years. Yeah, and video didn't come out of other ports and harbours, but I'll post them again another time. Thank you, and please subscribe.